Introducing new perfume house, Essential Parfum, with fragrances that are under $100. 100 ml bottles for $75, available at Lucky Scent. We're going to discuss these 5 fragrances from Essential Parfum, and you're going to have a chance at winning one of 3 of these sample sets if you are a subscriber from the USA. So if you're curious to discover these fragrances, please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances like Essential Parfums, discovering new brands like Essential Parfums, and participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. I first heard about Essential Parfum from Lucky Scent. I received a newsletter from there and I was quite astonished at the price of $75 per 100 ml bottle. So I was intrigued. When I was in Paris, or just before I got to Paris and on my vacation, I reached out to Essential Parfum and I asked, I'm very curious about your fragrances, where can I find them? And the woman behind the brand told me that they are being sold at Printemps, which is where I bought all 5 of these. I reached out to her and she said go check them out there, and luckily I had my tourist discount card and I saved 10% off of these. But these were not $75 there. They were a little less. I can't remember the exact euro price, but here in the States at Lucky Scent they are $75 plus tax, of course. Or maybe you don't get taxed if you're from out of state. But anyway, a great price for niche perfumery. And the other thing I want to mention is that these are all created by very famous perfumers. For example, with Rose Magnétique, this one right here, it's created by Sophie Labbe. And then what we have here, the Musk, created by Khalees Becker. With Orange X Santal, it's created by Nathalie Gracia-Cetto, I think that's how you say her name. And then with Vetiver, it's created by Bruno Jovanovic. And with the Bergamote, it's created by Antoine Maisondieu. So well-known perfumers that she's reached out to, the woman behind this brand. I forget her name now, but awesome fragrances, because I sampled these and really loved them. So let's go ahead and get started with our first fragrance preview of Rose Magnétique. And I haven't opened these, but I sampled them in Paris, so I have my favorites, but I decided to pick up all of them because these are really inexpensive. They're even less expensive than designer fragrances nowadays, so what a bang for your buck. So 100 ml too. So packages do come like this. Very interesting and modern packaging. The fragrance is not cellophane wrapped. You can feel it and touch it here. And then basically this, I think, lifts off. And that. Let's see how this comes off. Very interesting. I'm assuming they're using recycled material to do this. That's how that looks. As you can see in the back, there's a picture of the perfumer Sophie Labbe. I think it's Sophie Labbe or Labbe. And here's what's on the back. And that lifts off. Very interesting. It's all cards. And the cards. And that's Rose Magnétique right there. Great bottle. I love this bottle. Not a magnetic cap, but you are paying 75 bucks for this, so it's really inexpensive. So let's try this. This is the one I fell in love with. As you know, I love Rose, and this was a really beautiful electric magnetic kind of a rose. So let's see, let me tell you a little bit about Rose Magnetic. It was launched in 2018. In fact, all of these fragrances were launched in 2018. Sophie Labbe has done fragrances for Bulgari, Floraiku, Givenchy, Ferragamo, Taos. 100 ml, of course, is $75. The concentration of all these fragrances are Eau De Parfum, and this is considered a green floral or oriental floral. So with notes, you've got grapefruit, peppermint, Turkish rose absolute, rose extract, lychee fruit, cedar, vanilla, and tonka. But beautiful, very, very beautiful, straightforward, simple, sort of fresh, sort of warm kind of rose. It's not like too fresh, it's not like too warm, it's right in the middle. So it will be very, very easy to wear. You can smell the peppermint, very big, and of course it's all roses. There's a fruity touch from the lychee fruit, and of course it has kind of like a vanilla tonka dry down. Really, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This is absolutely an amazing price for this, and I'm very, very happy that this exists. So that is Rose Magnetique. All right, so next we'll do the musk from Essential Parfums. So this is created by Khalees Becker, and Khalees Becker is known for fragrances for By Kilian. She did Rose Oud, Back to Black, Intoxicated Love, Moonlight in Heaven, Woman in Gold, among many others for By Kilian. But she's also done fragrances for Armani, Boss, L'Occitane, Nina Ricci, and more. So again, 100 ml bottle, $75. Concentration Eau De Parfum, and it's considered a woody floral musk or powdery synthetic fragrance. I love musks, you know this already. So let's figure this one out. I smelled this, of course. I smelled the entire line at Printemps in Paris, and I was quite impressed for the $75 price tag, because I knew these were $75 when I first heard about them via Lucky Scent, but the price is a little less in Paris, of course, with euro. The only thing I'm challenged with is taking these boxes apart, but I think what you can do is take out one of the cards in the middle. There we go. It's a bit challenging to lift this up, but it's similar packaging, of course. You've got that in the back, and this sits in a bunch of carton pieces like that. Anyway, so that's the musk. $75 for 100 ml. Can't go wrong. You can have an entire collection of themed fragrances, such as a rose, a musk, a bergamot, an orange with sandalwood, and a vetiver, and it won't break your bank. So this one is interesting because it's not a true musk, because, you know, it's inhumane to do the true musks, but so these are synthetic musks. So it starts off with ginger, you've got beeswax, you've got lavender, sandalwood, and you've got musks that are synthetic. You have nirvanalide and serenalide, which was created by Givaudan. So it's very beeswaxy. I mean, this one, it has lots of beeswax. It's got that ginger at the top, so it's got a zingy touch, and then lavender is in here as well. And then, you know, you've got the musks at the end. It's simplistic. It's more of a skin scent. It's synthetic. You definitely can pick up that the musks are synthetic, but I quite like it. It goes into very, very cozy territory, cozy direction, especially the fact that musks always go cozy to me. But this one, you can tell that they are not necessarily a true musk. It has a very kind of a synthetic smell. I think the beeswax also kind of gives it a very waxy effect to the fragrance. But I like it. It's different. It's a different kind of musk, and it's not like any kind of musk that I have. It's very unique. So that one is the musk, like there. Okay, so we have 3 more left. We've got Orange X Santal, 2018 release. It's Nathalie Gracia-Cetto, I think that's how you say your name. She's created perfumes for Burberry, Chloe, Ex Nihilo, Jean Paul Gaultier, Van Cleef & Arpels. Once again, 100 ml goes for $75. Concentration Eau De Parfum, and it's a citrus aromatic, woody aromatic fragrance. So this one is Orange X Santal. So let's check this one out. This one is sandalwood with oranges. You've got notes of bitter orange, Egyptian basil, natural oak moss, absolute, cypress, Australian santalum album is what it says. So oranges and sandalwood. It starts off very orangey, and I can get that basil at the top also. It has a slight bit of licorice edge to it, or touch to it. And then you start picking up oak moss, woody notes of cypress, and then the sandalwood is developing. The fragrances are not overly complex. They're simplistic. You do have some notes in there. I mean, you definitely experience the notes, and they're not soliflores where it's just one note fragrance. But they're not very, very complex, if that makes sense, because you're paying $75 for a 100 ml bottle, and great price. I totally think it's a great price. So that one is Orange X Santal. Lovely fragrance. Sandalwood with oranges. I mean, oranges are great fragrance smells anyway, so along with sandalwood, I think it makes sense. So we're going to go with Mon Vetiver next. This one's created by Bruno Jovanovic. He's created fragrances for Calvin Klein, Chopard, Frederic Malle, Hugo Boss, Paco Rabanne, and more. 100 ml bottle, once again $75. Concentration of the Parfum. It's a woody, spicy, woody, aromatic fragrance. I love Vetiver. You all know that. And let's see how this one is. From what I remember, I smelled this in the store at Printemps, and I really enjoyed it. And actually, I enjoyed the whole entire line. That's why I have them all. Very, very inexpensive. With my discount card at Printemps, the tourist discount card, I get a 10% tourist card there. It worked out to be a great, great deal for these. So if you're ever visiting Paris and you go to Galeries Lafayette or Printemps, make sure to get your tourist discount card. Okay, so this one is the Vetiver, Mon Vetiver. So this one has notes of Haitian vetiver, gin accord, Mexican lime, juniper, lavender, gentian, cashmeran, Indonesian patchouli. This one seems a little more complex, and I like this one a lot, actually. I love vetiver. It's very classy. It's very masculine, but here I think it's not necessarily overly masculine with the notes here. The gin accord, Mexican lime, gives it a very fresh and aromatic styling to it. It's woody, and it's also aromatic, plus it's got spices in there, so it's pretty lovely. I quite like this one a lot. This is definitely a winner, probably up there with the Rose Magnetique. So that's Mon Vetiver. Okay, last but not least, we've got Nice Bergamote. This one is 2018, of course, EDP. It's created by Antoine Maisondieu. They've done fragrances for Bottega Veneta, Burberry, Van Cleef & Arpels, Armani. 100 ml goes for $75 again. It's considered a fresh citrus and citrus aromatic. Of course, it's Eau De Parfum concentration once again. And with this one, you've got notes of bergamot, jasmine, grandiflora extract, natural cedarwood, tonka bean, and ylang ylang. So it's a freshie. Who doesn't love the smell of bergamot? And this one, again, it's probably simplistic once again because it's bergamot, and bergamot scents can be very simplistic, especially since they use bergamot in most fragrances as a top note. But these boxes are a bit complicated. Very, very interesting packaging. What do you think? Do you think it's cool? They come with all these different layers, and then the box, the fragrance fits in there like that. I kind of find it very unique. I'm assuming they're using recycled material for this. Okay, so that's the Nice Bergamote here, and I love bergamot. This is definitely probably or most likely going to be perfect for summer. Very, very fresh, very woody, very citrusy, and aromatic. Wow. This is probably the third favorite of mine here, starting with Rose Magnetique, and then we've got Mon Vetiver and Nice Bergamote. But this is actually tying with Mon Vetiver because it's really, really good. Absolutely delicious. Very juicy, the bergamot. Very, very juicy. That's a winner. Nice Bergamote. Recap of these fragrances: Rose Magnetique, the Musk, Orange X Santal, Mon Vetiver, and Bergamote. So Rose Magnetique is up there, but I think I'm actually ranking them really tied with the other two. Mon Vetiver, Nice Bergamote, and Rose Magnetique are tied at number 1. Then we have Orange X Santal, and then the Musk. This Musk, I love musk, but this one, something about it is not my favorite personally. It's very waxy, and I think it's the beeswax that's acting like that. but generally I'm a big fan of musk. So this one's at the bottom, and then the 3 at the top are these 3, and then of course orange and santal is just below those 3. So I mean, it's a great, impressive collection for $75. I think you guys should check it out. I have a link to Lucky Scent. Of course, I also have a link to Essential Parfums. You can check everything out, and of course we have a sample set to give away. We have 3 of these. All you have to do is put a comment down and let me know what you liked about this review, and let me know which one of these sounds the best to you, and let me know what you think about a collection of niche fragrances that are under $100. In fact, even lesser than some designer fragrances go for. Do that, and then please put your state. This is a USA giveaway, and then I will ship these out myself, because this was sent to me by Essential Parfums while I was in Paris, after I told them that I picked these up at Printemps. Anyway, guys, let me know if you have any questions or comments. Please list below. Have you tried this line yet? Have you bought samples from Lucky Scent to test them out? Oh, one more thing I want to say. They have really inexpensive, smaller 10 ml bottles. I don't have the price for them, but very, very inexpensive. You can pick those up, and if you pick up 5 of them, it's probably going to be about $100 for all 5 in 10 ml. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.